Hey guys, did you notice something different? Sorry, I went to an anime con today, and I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but of course, no one saw this. Well, first of all, don't mind the mess. I I think I look kind of pretty. I think I look cute, yeah. So I'm not cosplaying anyone, I'm just kind of referencing Pomni. I was wearing something different at the con. Very scandalous. But right now it's just me. My hair is also like all fucked up, but it was kind of like more tidy. Like it did kind of like hair spikes like Judy Hung, you know? But I want to talk about the con because I got so many stuff from the con and I'm gonna show you everything. I wanted to show the things my boyfriend got too because he got so many cool stuff, but we didn't have time for that. So, sorry. I also am trying to find all of the artist cards, but I think I just lost them. So, I really wanted to showcase every single artist who made those beautiful stuff, but some of them I'm unable to. But I don't think people see it anyway. So, this anime con, it's a new con. It's like the second edition of this con. I've never tried this. I've never tried this. So we were so excited and also like a little bit skeptical because it's a new con, so we don't know about it. What happened is that there was a huge con that we always went to, and it was very well known, very popular. It was like the um how do you call it? It was like the I don't know. I don't remember the word, but it was like the only con we got. There were other smaller cons, but this con was so big and known and, just a staple. That's the word I was thinking about. It's just a staple con. So none of the others got so much visibility. But out of nowhere, that huge con just started getting worse and worse. Um, First of all, the prices were increasing so fast. Like, it was too expensive to even go to the con. So it started already like, but then they changed locations. I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't, the con's fault, but usually since it begun, I don't know if like the first editions here, but since it begun, it happened in a huge university campus, and it was like very huge, very open. It was full of trees. It was a very beautiful campus, like the best place to have that con. It was amazing. Like it was so comfortable to go. It was an open space, and there were some covered spaces, but they were open, so there was a lot of circulation. It was never too hot in there. There were two huge like sports gymnasiums, and it was very huge, just very huge, very open, full of trees and just beautiful. All of a sudden, they started changing the locations to a different uni, and it was like not just a different campus, it was a different uni, not the same, you know, uni anymore. So, okay, But the different uni they went to was just a box, was just a shoe box. It was so small and tight and hot and terrible. Just terrible. And it was the last con I went to, and it was the last one that happened. I was unfortunate enough to go to the last edition they had at here, around here, and then they vanished because it was shit. It was just shit. Wait, just a moment. The space was very tiny. The first you entered through a hall that had a bunch of bathrooms. There were so many water fountains everywhere. To your right, there were usually like the bookstore selling manga and the video games. They changed the video games to a backside to that building, the first building, but it was kind of there. Then, when you exited that part of the building, there was just a huge open space for people to wander around. And in the end of that huge open space, you went downstairs to two football gymnasiums, like covered football things. Sorry. Two open but like covered basketball courts. And there was one side was the stage for things to happen. The other side there was also a stage. Wait. There were stages in both sides, but the left side was like empty for actual things to happen. The second side was where the shops and the vendors stayed, but there was still like a little space for you to watch stuff in the stage. And it usually had the famous people talking there, the invited guests. And the left side was more for presentations, K-pop dances, and karaoke. So it was very huge. It was always so full of cosplayers. There were so many people that went there because it was great. It was great. It was so fun. I remember making so many friends every single time I went. But last time, this new uni was literally just a shoebox. I cannot even describe it without just describing it square. It was just a square. First of all, the line, since the first uni was like full of trees, even outside of the building there was shade. The second uni, none. I went in full cosplay, and unfortunately I had a wig, and so many people had wig, and we were just boiling. We were just steaming because it was so hot. No trees, no shade, no nothing. Eventually, there were a few people who brought umbrellas, and they just gave up their umbrellas for the people in line to pass around so we would not die from the heat. Like, people gave up their own umbrellas that they brought from home so other people in line that didn't get inside and still didn't get inside could get some shade for some minutes until they passed to the other people and to the other people. So we had a little bit of shade so we didn't die. Like, he was a saint. Thank you. But God, it was so hot and the line was so weird. Instead of doing like a straight line, just okay, we'll use the whole walking path. No, they did a maze for some reason, so people could cramp themselves and just stay glued to each other as much as you can. Just stay so close in this fucking heat. It will be so good for you. But yeah, the line kind of went like this, and this, and this. Why? It doesn't make sense. And aside from not making any sense and just cramming people up together, sorry, cramping, what? You just lose your sense of where are you in the line. When you have a clear line, you know that you got from here to here already. When you're like this, it doesn't make a difference. So you start to get crazy. You start to go crazy in that fucking heat, crammed into other people like in a sardine can. It was crazy from the start. But okay. Maybe it's worth the wait, worth the wait. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It really wasn't. As I said, the building is just a box. It was just a box. It was a square. To the left of the square, there was a presentation room. It was just a big school, like, presentation room. I don't know the name of it, but it was huge. But it was so hot. It was like so hot in there. No air conditioner. And to the other end of that box was kind of like a long hallway, very crammed also, and a huge, even bigger basketball court. But that court was also non-ventilated and had little itty-bitty doors. So very hot also. It was the hottest place, mind you, even if it was empty. It was empty and it was so hot. Now, back to the main box. It was just like long ramps going up to each level of the building, and in the center was just open, obviously. And in the center was the vendors, and in those ramps along the walls were other vendors and some other things like the Just Dance competition. It's a hell. It's just hell. Again, hot. I cannot remember any adjectives to this con other than hot, because everyone was leaving early as fuck. Usually, that con ended like around 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. I don't remember, but very late. It's already night. It's already dark when it ends. People were leaving at 2 p.m. Like, because it was getting so hot, it was unbearable. I left at 3 p.m. because it was unbearable. It was unbearable. You have no idea how fucking disgusting I felt in that cosplay, because it was sweaty everywhere. I was sweating and I was moist in places I didn't know I could get moist. I was so I just wanted to rip my cosplay apart and just yank it out of my head. That wig was so hot. But even the people who weren't wearing wigs, even people who weren't wearing wigs were dying of heat. I actually passed out. Sorry, I am super sensitive to heat, okay? But I actually passed out 2 times from the heat. And it's so funny because the second time I passed out, who woke me up was a guy who then I became friends with. Not really much, but he introduced me to my boyfriend. So thank you, thank you, you, thank you so much for waking me up from my deep slumber. But anyways, it was hell. Obviously, everyone hated that, and it was the last edition. From what I know, um, the con happened in that building before, but I I think that was the last straw. That was the last straw for everyone. So that ended, and they just left. They just vanished. And the con has one single profile for a bunch of cities that they happen. It happens in a city more close to the capital of the state, but they just never announced anything around here anymore. So we were left without a big con. And there were smaller cons happening, but I didn't know about it because they were so small that you kind of had to be in the know. And we weren't, so no happening. So we were just left stranded for a long while. But recently, we found out about two cons. One was kind of public, it was free to enter, and it wasn't actually a public space, like a, you know, a space for things like that, but from the city. It wasn't a public space, and it wasn't so bad, but it was boring. Like, it lacked stuff to do, you know. But this con was actually super fun. So fun actually. There were many competitions. I sung at the karaoke competition and I sucked ass, like so bad. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I can sing. And today I proved to myself that I can sing. Okay. But I can't under pressure. Okay? I cannot resist the pressure. Not a single bit. I didn't want to go to that con because I was so nervous. Because I really wanted to sing. But I didn't know why, and I didn't want to sing because I was so nervous. But eventually I said to myself, I'm not scared of a little bit of humiliation. I like it. Just kidding. But I was like, whatever, who cares? You know, I can sing, and I will. I got there, and I was so nervous. Oh my god, I was so nervous, but I was determined. So I talked to the staff because I didn't get a certification of my entry, you know, my. So I went to see if I was actually like listed there to sing, and I was. And it came my time, and I started so well, but I was actually like this. It was visible from far away that I was shaking, and my voice wasn't shaky at all. But out of nowhere, I forgot the lyrics. I didn't actually forget the lyrics, I mixed up the lyrics of the choruses. I switched up the lyrics. So I realized at the moment, wait, this isn't this part, this isn't the right part. So I just went silent for a single second, but obviously it messed up my score because it was ugly. It was very noticeable, and it happened like 6 times because I was so nervous. And each time it happened, I got even more nervous, obviously, and I started shaking more. And there was a time that I needed to hold my hand because I was shaking so much, and it was just like a silly humiliation ritual for me. Just kidding, but I didn't. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't feel humiliated or ashamed or embarrassed of my performance. Okay? It's just that I'm disappointed because I don't know. I didn't expect me to like be horrible at singing because I sung before at home by myself, but I didn't expect my voice to be bad, you know. I just expected, I don't know, if I was going to fail, I expected me to, like, oh my god, I can't do it. Oh my god. Oh, pass out or just nothing comes out. But, like, first I surprise myself by singing so well and then I stop. Like, what the fuck? What the hell, dude? No, don't do that. Especially, okay, not to brag, because actually it doesn't work bragging, but not to brag, but when I started singing, mind you, it was Jump Up Superstar, so it starts beautifully. It doesn't start like in a super belt, like, yay! It doesn't start like intense, but it starts beautifully. And in the moment I started so well. The juries, they were holding their stuff, like analyzing, and they just did that. Like, oh my god, she's so good. We don't even need to hear the rest. She's fucking good. They just, oh, wow. Finally some talent. Just kidding. Okay, the singers that were before me, amazing. And they performed the whole song correctly, so way better than me. But they were just like, dude, fuck that. She's a winner. It felt like that, okay? But anyways, I don't know. I was so happy about that. Like, wow. My first time singing in front of others, and they are immediately impressed. Wow. And then I just impressed them even more by sucking. So yeah, that happened. Sorry, I'm a little cringy today because I went to the con and I'm so happy. Because it's been so long. It's been so long. Sorry. It's been so long since I went to a con that I can freely be myself and be cringy and be happy, because cringe is happy, okay? Don't take yourself too seriously. Now, forget about my little humiliation, okay? My public humiliation. Some people actually came to me and told me, oh, you were the one singing there. Oh, it was great. Completely pretending to forget the part that I messed up. So kind of them. Love you. But I'm so disappointed. Like, if I were to suck at singing, just suck at everything. Every single part. Why just, promise them a lot and then give them nothing? The worst part? I forgot my favorite part of the song. Like, oh my god. Really? But, okay, my boyfriend spent the whole day trying to assure me, it's just your first time singing in front of anyone. You went so well for someone's first time, There's always a next time. And he's right. Okay, next time I will do even worse. Just kidding. Anyways, the products. First of all, the shirt that I'm wearing already. I love this, like, bi-color, this bichrome art style. Just love it. I just noticed Kyoko's in here. They always erase my girl. Sorry. But anyways, first of all, this button set. Whoop. I got it from a studio that I already liked. It's Dragonito Studio. I'm gonna show you the artist just in case you wanna ship it to the USA or wherever you live. If you live in Brazil, you can ship it, okay? They are great. I love their attention to details. I have this purple poster from them already. It's a ghost type Pokemon poster. Nigel Meshi button set. I got it especially because of Senshi, my beloved. I love him. He's so cute. He's so cute. Actually, I do look a lot like him. You know, his elf form. I do look like him a lot when I put on a mustache. I have a picture of that, but I'm not gonna be able to show you because I am kind of in a rush. My boyfriend it needs attention. Okay, this button and this sticker and something else that I forgot. I got from this artist. Here's their socials. Their social, actually, one of them. Amazing, loved it. I loved it so much. This I don't remember from who I got. It was a gacha packet. I got this also from someone I don't remember. Sorry. Also this, don't remember. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I got something else, but I don't remember. Sorry. This I do remember. I got this surprise evolution packet. It comes with this, and a photo card. It's from this artist, which I have known before. I met her actually one time because she saw me in the mall, and I guess I was too cunty to ignore, and she wanted to take pictures of me, and that was really fun. I got this. I don't remember the artist. It's a surprise packet also. I got the artist kitty. I really don't know where the artist card is. I got this Junimo keychain from this artist. I just stumbled. Really cool, really cute. I love the Junimos. And there's some other stuff that I honestly don't remember from who I got, and I feel so bad for it, but I really trying to remember. I got this from a gacha my boyfriend got. Actually, he just gave me those. I got this, I don't remember, it was like a bonus. I got some other stuff. I got this headband. I kind of regret getting this one in particular because there were others that were so cute from her, and I just got the one that matched my outfit, but I actually like the other ones way better. I bought this necktie. I love wearing neckties. I just love it so much. And I actually got some neckties, but I don't have so many. So I'm happy to add those two to the collection. I think they're so cute. I just love them. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not something that I couldn't make at home because, I sew, but it's just so nice getting something from other artists, It's just, I could have made this at home, but could I have thought about this at home? No. And that's some other thing about the artistry, you just, sometimes it's not just about the artist's works, it's about their creativity too, and I love that. And I got this Madoka sticker with the ties, which I wasn't wearing anything Madoka. I just got it and I was so happy because I never found Madoka stuff anywhere. And today I got a bunch. I'm so happy about that. My boyfriend got a bunch of cool stuff too. I swore I got more stuff. Where's my stuff? Well, my boyfriend also got a bunch of cool stuff, but we didn't have time to show his stuff. And I didn't have time to show him. I was going to do a boyfriend reveal. But anyways, I also got this silly. Oh my god. Okay. A silly Pokemon gotcha. I actually got Embor, but my boyfriend got Hypno, and I prefer Hypno way more. I'm more into Ghost and Psychic type. I love Psychic types actually. Um, my favorite types are both Ghost and Psychic. I do love some Dark type Pokemon, especially Giratina. But it always baffles me, like, Giratina is Dark and Ghost, and Lunala is Dark and Psychic. It's Ghost and Psychic, sorry. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Because she is the moon. Take the moon. Sorry. I'm cringe today. I'm so cringe today. She is the moon. She's dark, you know. She's literally dark. But she is psychic. And then Giratina is dark. It's ghost and dark, but he is literally chaos. He's literally mindfuck. Why isn't he ghost and psychic? It doesn't make sense, but okay. Doesn't have to make sense to me, right? We also got these as a bonus from a cookie we bought there. And it was so good. Oh my god, it was so tasty. One of the best cookies I've ever had, but it was kind of too sweet because it was a huge cookie. But it was so good. I got it was called Eclipse, and it was like dark cocoa with white chocolate filling. Oh my god, it was so good. She said it tasted like Oreo, but it was way better than Oreo. And I also got this silly goofball that the eyes came out, but I wanted a squishy for a long time, so I'm happy with that because I do really need something like this. And I'm so happy squishies come in this unbreakable plastic bag because I hate the texture of the squishies. I hate that it sticks so much and it feels icky, you know, it makes you feel so disgusting. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It really grosses me out. But anyways, that's all my stuff. I cannot show you the outfit because it would be so tiring to do that. I'm so exhausted. I am so exhausted. Also, this con was so fun. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I didn't expect to be like to win, and I didn't, obviously. There were so many singers there that were, oh my god, there was a girl singing and she sung Let It Go from Frozen, and she sounded exactly like the original singer. It was amazing. Like, she was so good. Sorry. But I was happy that I got to sing in front of others, and I actually sung. You know, not to criticize the other singers, you know, everyone has their limitations and, you know, their shyness. Everyone has their own rhythm. But people, I realized, my boyfriend realized actually, and he pointed out that people usually sing lower when they're, you know, a little bit embarrassed. They don't let their voice come out. But for me, it was the opposite. I just sung really well and really loud because as I said before, I cannot sing like in a normal voice. I have to sing loud, so I usually don't go for songs like Billie Eilish, where she sings in a more, you know, low and calm voice. I have to be loud. Let's get loud, you know, like that. But it's kind of like a price to pay because I sung loud. My voice came out, but it ended really quickly. So I'm not gonna show you the video. Also, a little bit too much for me. It's not even that I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not embarrassed, but it's not even that I'm embarrassed. It's just that it's kind of pointless, you know? There is no reason for me to show people the video if I just suck. If I'm just, you know, failing at it, you know? It's like, look at this video where I showcase my beautiful voice for 3 seconds, but pay attention to those seconds, you know? Just ignore the rest. It's just like that, you know? It's kind of pointless. I am proud of the parts where I sung, but I'm not really proud of when I didn't, you know? But it happens, you know. Next time I'm gonna prepare better. I just didn't prepare also because I love that song and I listen to it all the time and I used to sing it a lot. And I just haven't been listening to it a lot lately, and I just thought I was going to remember it perfectly and sing it perfectly. It was really my fault. But next time I will prepare, I will sing the song daily before going to sing it live in front of others, because it just makes sense, you know. Also, I will prepare. I don't know. I feel more frustrated because I kind of wasted that song because it's a good song and a song that I love singing and a song that I really really like. But I don't have so many other, you know, geek songs that I love so much. I don't know Japanese, and I used to be so good at memorizing Japanese lyrics, you know. I was so good at memorizing whole lyrics, but nowadays I just cannot. I just cannot. I don't know what was the magic trick that I did to remember the lyrics even not knowing Japanese, but I did, and it was so cool, but I cannot do it anymore. There was a girl who sung Cruel Angel Thesis, and she did it just like from her mind. She just remembered the lyrics. And I was actually going to sing that song. Did you know that? I talked about it in the other video. I was going to choose that song, but I didn't. And I wasted my best song, my favorite song to sing. My magnum. It's not my magnum opus. I didn't make the song. Fuck it. Fuck it. But anyways, I have to find a new better song for the next one, because I will try again and fail again, because I am Brazilian. I am Brazilian, and Brazilians don't give up, you know? But anyways, thank you for hearing my rant, guys. I don't know if it's the clown makeup or if it's just that today was so fun, even though I'm fucking exhausted and embarrassed and poor. I just wasted all my money, but I don't know. Today was so fun. And this clown makeup, I just love clowns. I love clowns. Did you know that? I don't want to take this off. This feels like me. I love little dots on the sides of the lips when doing clown makeup. The little yellow dot on my nose is barely visible, but it's there, okay? Trust me. Anyways, I love clown makeup. I feel like myself. I loved it. I love my my scrunchies that I made. I love my hair spikes that my boyfriend helped me with, and they turned out really good, but this one for some reason just unraveled. Oh, it's because I slept on the bus and my head just rubbed against the seat. Anyways, today was fun. Today was nice. I am proud of my singing skills. I am proud of singing in front of others, even though I have never done that in the past, like literally never. Never. I barely sung in front of my boyfriend and my mom. Really, like, and whenever I did, it was really, really short, and I couldn't, do it for a long time because I was shy and embarrassed. So I'm really proud that I actually kept going until the end. And I did it. Okay, it wasn't the best, but I did it, and that's okay. There will be a next time. And next time I will do better because I trust myself. I know that I am joking a lot about failing, but it's just jokes. Okay, my boyfriend will be pissed because he don't want me to put myself down, but I'm just kidding. And I will try again because I want to be good. Yeah, I'm not like I'm just kidding, really, really, really. I'm just kidding about failing and, but I honestly want to do it again and be better at it. And wow. Wow. Wow, look at that. Wow. Anyways, thank you guys. If anyone ever sees this video, my ponytails look kind of cute right now. Thank you, boyfriend, love of my life, for today because I didn't want to go because I was so nervous, but you insisted and I had so much fun because of you. Love you. And that's it. Bye, guys.